My name's Berkeley Oblad. I'm a middle blocker, and I play for the Vegas Thrill.
Cool. Perfect. What's your favorite holiday?
Oh, Thanksgiving, for sure.
Okay. What is your favorite food on Thanksgiving?
All of it. I make a sandwich out of everything. So I take the bread, mashed potatoes, gravy, stuffing. Yeah, all of it.
Boom, put it together. Okay. What is your favorite? Favorite Christmas present as a kid?
Oh dear. Honestly, the only thing that's coming to my mind right now is my Nana would get us. I had this All-American doll, and she got me this giant bed that I'm sure cost so much money back then. It was just this big deal to have this stupid bed for this doll. I think I played with it for like Christmas Day, and that was about it.
Aww,
Sat in my room as this beautiful little, yeah.
I was a Barbie girl. I wasn't a
Yeah,
doll.
it was a beautiful gift. Yeah.
Did you play any other sports growing up?
Yeah, I played soccer and tennis and a little gymnastics when I was small enough to do that. Yeah.
All right. What's your go-to treat or sweet?
Peanut butter. Anything with peanut butter is my go-to.
Just a spoonful?
Yeah, mixed with chocolate, peanut butter chocolate, Reese's, that's a favorite. We're a sugar family for sure, so I'm all about the sweets.
What's your favorite meal?
Tacos.
Favorite fast food?
Cafe Rio, if it counts as fast food, yeah.
That does count.
Yeah.
Favorite song or what artists and songs are on your playlist?
My playlist range from Taylor Swift to Blink-182. So
that includes your hype songs. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so Vegas. So you grew up in Vegas. So what are some funny stories growing up that have to do with like living here? Or what's a funny story?
I remember going to Fremont one time with a friend just because we had some free time and we were a little bit older, I guess, maybe coming back from college, thought we were cool adults and, walking out of Fremont. And I just remember we walked past this guy, like, had barely any clothes on. He's like yelling at us, "I would love to climb you like a tree." And we just looked at each other and we're like, that's Vegas for you right there. So that was a pretty good one.
Okay, cool. What would be the Vegas Thrill theme song?
Oh no. Theme song. We were talking about this earlier, and the only thing that's coming to my mind is Thriller by Michael Jackson, but Lane is scared of Michael Jackson, so we're not going to talk about him.
Okay. We'll talk about that later. What are you most excited about being on the Vegas team?
I'm just so excited to be back home. I am excited to be part of Vegas sports culture and to bring volleyball to the States and, yeah, just be home.
What do you hope to achieve for Vegas fans and the community here?
It's going to be like the same answer, just more sports in Vegas. I just think everyone is so ready to buy into sports here, and volleyball's growing, and it's new to Vegas, I think, and on the come up, and so bringing an amazing pro volleyball sports team to Vegas.
Cool. What would be the Vegas Thrill mascot?
Wow, I don't know. Vegas Thrill mascot.
Yeah, we've heard several things. We've heard random things. Yeah. Roller coaster was the popular one.
Roller coaster. I'd have to agree. That seems to...
Yeah. What other Pro Volleyball Federation teams do you have your eyes on, and what matches are you looking forward to?
Well, I think there's always got to be a rival match, so our closest team is San Diego, so got to get a little rivalry going on there. But, with 6 other teams in the league, I'm stoked for all of them. I can't wait to see what that looks like.
Yeah. So match day vibes, what is a pre-game ritual that you do before every game?
I try not to be superstitious, but I like to do things the same way every time. The way I get dressed, put shoes on, I don't have any certain songs I listen to. It's just, I like to have a routine. So like whatever, it's been a minute since I've had a game day routine, but you know, just like the way you get dressed, timing of things, you know, I like, yeah, just keep a routine.
What's one of your favorite moments that you've had on the court?
My favorite volleyball memory is sweeping BYU at BYU to go to the Sweet 16. 25-15, all 3 games.
That's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
At BYU too.
At BYU.
Wow. What's one of your favorite fan moments or memories?
Like with a fan?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, shout out to my girl Reagan. There's a little girl that I met at a volleyball camp at Utah, and she has been my shadow, my number 1 fan for a long time. One of my, like, this is the best memory I've ever had is she, her mom got in touch with someone at Utah and got her a jersey that had the number 12 on it and Oblad on the back, and they sent me a video of her opening it on Christmas Day, and she was like, I got a Berkeley shirt, and it's like one of the coolest, like, I peaked, you know, when that happened. That was really cool. So shout out to you, Reagan.
So how do you feel finally getting to be able to have jerseys created with your name, to be able to, now girls can get anywhere. How do you feel about that?
I don't like to be center of attention, so I don't even want to, like, I don't even know how to process that. I think, like, in theory, it's a really amazing thing to, like, because, you know, we never got to watch that. We didn't have volleyball that we watched growing up, and players that you looked up to unless you were watching college volleyball, and even that wasn't broadcast like other sports. So I think it's going to be so exciting to be able to have young girls who are playing club volleyball and then get to go home and turn on a volleyball match and be like, she plays high position, she's really cool, I want to be like her, and then to see what good volleyball looks like, you know? So I think that's super special.
Thanks. Okay, so for maybe some of the new fans out there in Vegas, other folks that maybe haven't followed your career like Reagan, can you give us just real quickly kind of the high level? I started playing at this age, I played club, I played high school.
Yeah, I started playing when I was 8 years old. Don't think it really counts, you know, I was an 8-year-old playing with 12-year-olds. I was scared of the ball, couldn't serve over the net at the 10-foot line, but, you know, I quit for a while because I was like, didn't have any friends, and I was a young one, went and played soccer, and realized I loved it, missed it, came back, and been playing ever since. So I started at 8, played club, played high school, then went and played at the University of Utah, and then played overseas for 3 years.
And where did you play overseas?
I played in Hungary, France, and Taiwan.
And now that you've played professionally, you know, internationally, and comparing that to the collegiate experience, for fans that haven't seen professional volleyball here in the United States before, what can they expect that's different?
I just think that the level just continues to get higher and higher the more you bring the top of the top, you know? And so, like, I think college volleyball is insane, and it's grown, and the type of athleticism you see is unreal, but I just think you're going to see bigger blocks, you're going to see harder attacks, you're going to see crazier hustle plays, you know? So it's so intense, so fast-paced, and it's just you're hooked from the moment you start watching. So it's a fun match. It's a fun game.
One thing that I've heard over and over is people talk about the speed that is so much faster at the professional level too. Yeah,
the speed. Like as a middle, your eye work has to be really good to be able to, you know, get to both sides of the pin to pin to block, and that's something that I have grown. Like, and it just takes time and experience to get better at that. And so I'm excited to see that level too here in the States, because we're bringing good players home, and that'll be so fun.
And it's amazing, right? Because the United States produces some of the best athletes in the entire world.
Well, we just won gold, and we don't have a pro team here in America, and that's unreal.
And now we do.
Yeah.
And so, Berkeley, you get to be a part of the Pro Volleyball Federation in the first inaugural year with an inaugural team. How does that feel for you?
It's unreal, and I keep saying it's a dream that I never thought would happen, you know, like volleyball's been taken away from me. I've given it up a couple times in my life, injuries, you know, just decisions, and kind of thought it was done for good. I stuck around where I could coaching, and how I saw how I felt about that. And, you know, it's not the same as being on the court and competing that's why I play. That's my why. I play because I love to compete and want to be the best that I can in every aspect of my life. And so I just, It's so, there aren't words to explain how cool it is to be able to play at home for this top tier women's sports league.
You know, one thing that's really interesting too is that volleyball is really having a moment.
Mm-hmm.
And women's sports is having a moment because women's sports is sports.
Mm-hmm.
And we see attendance records being broken. We see the world record with 92,000 plus fans for
Yeah.
a volleyball match. I mean, the moment that volleyball is having, and then the amount of time in your life that you've invested into this, the impacts that it's going to have for generations are going to be felt by what you and your team are doing this year. How does that make you feel?
It's a little overwhelming, to be honest with you. Like, again, like I don't need to be center attention. I don't want that attention. I'm going to go play volleyball and that's it. So like to think about the impact that I'm going to have, you know, I read a book in college called Legacy. It's about the All Blacks rugby team, and they talk about leaving the legacy or the fact that the legacy should be more intimidating than the opposition. And I think that has so much power and like to like why you do what you do. And like, I want to leave what I've done better than how I found it, you know, and open doors that weren't available to me. And it's just so cool.
I just got chills. So anything you want to share with the biggest thrill fans, people who are maybe just finding out about professional volleyball here in the United States? What do you want to share with them?
Yeah, get ready. Vegas is a sports town now, and we're here to compete. We're here to show out. We're here to be the best. So come be a part of it. It's going to be an amazing ride.
It's perfect. That's it. We did it.